what if I told you that one of the most iconic comedians of our time, Joan Rivers,
Also, I just want to say, every time I come here, I get very sentimental because I worked my first comedy clubs in Montreal. I used to live at the Y on Park Avenue.
didn't just fade away from the limelight, but rather vanished mysteriously? Now, what if I added that her own daughter, Melissa Rivers,
So wrong on so many levels. And it actually strikes fear in me that somehow, someday, somewhere, that will get out.
has revealed jaw-dropping secrets that hint at an unthinkable connection to the Obamas?
I went through 5 different security passes, and then a woman at the gate who will not recheck into their records says to me, "You cannot go on?" No, she is a moron.
Hold on to your curiosity as we embark on an investigation that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew.
Calm down.
Got it.
No, Michelle is a
I'm sorry, she's a what?
transgender.
Joan Rivers, a trailblazing icon in comedy and entertainment, left an indelible mark on the industry through her wit, charm, and relentless determination.
Am I wrong? Why are you buying at Costco? Why are you 93 years old? Why are you buying 18 large jars of mayonnaise? What is your problem?
Born on June 8, 1933 in Brooklyn, New York as Joan Alexandra Malinsky, she was destined for the spotlight. But how did she navigate the challenges of breaking into the male-dominated comedy scene of the 1950s and 60s?
Here he comes. Hello, Paul. Want to lick the stump? He's, gays booing?
After graduating from Barnard College with a degree in English literature, Joan Rivers pursued a career in show business. Her journey was marked by formidable challenges, yet she persevered, carving her niche with her sharp, irreverent humor and fearless commentary on societal norms. How did she manage to make her mark?
Photos, you gotta go like... Do you work out? Because you look very firm under there.
Rivers became a regular guest on television variety shows and made a name for herself with unforgettable appearances on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
Third spot, how are you?
This is the clothes I wore.
No.
The first I'm wearing 1965 hair.
That's why I was talking about.
Her legacy lives on through her only child, Melissa Rivers, who has carried it forward with grace and resilience. But what about Melissa's journey?
My mother actually had jokes on Tony Danza.
In
In the joke file, yes.
Born in 1968, Melissa grew up in the shadow of her famous mother, but emerged as a talented television host, producer, and author in her own right. Now, in a stunning turn of events, Melissa Rivers is stepping back into the spotlight. What's motivating her to do so?
I published 2 notes in the book from my parents, where obviously my mom and I had a fight. My dad and I had a fight. It was their notes to me afterwards.
She's on a mission to expose what she believes is a hidden truth regarding her mother's demise and its potential connections to the Obamas. With evidence left behind by Joan Rivers, Melissa is unraveling a mystery that could have far-reaching implications in politics and entertainment.
In my opinion, it was 100% preventable.
What could this mystery reveal? Let's address an old and debunked claim that has resurfaced, this time involving the Obamas and the late comedian Joan Rivers.
I'm still here. I'm still here. Melissa's not. So how am I the one that's manipulated? How about that?
Figure it out.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Good.
In a video dating back to 2014, Joan Rivers made statements asserting that former President Barack Obama was gay and that former First Lady Michelle Obama was transgender.
For the first woman
we
president.
already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
The incident occurred while Joan officiated a same-sex wedding at a New York City bookstore, showcasing her support for the LGBTQ+ community.
To marry Jeff, do you wish to forsake all others and only be true to him?
But what happened after she made these statements? These allegations resurfaced when an Instagram user shared the video, suggesting that Rivers was killed for revealing these supposed truths.
And I jokingly asked him, do you think it's true? Maybe she'll marry us. And he goes, ask her. So I did. I don't think he really thought I would, and neither one of us thought she'd say.
The video in question features Joan Rivers being interviewed on the street, and during the interview, she made provocative statements. How did these statements lead to widespread speculation? It's important to note that these claims made by Joan Rivers in the video lack factual basis and are widely regarded as unfounded rumors.
Alex Jones was recently commenting on something that Joan Rivers said about Michelle Obama. And of course, it was something that was a little controversial. I'll let you judge for yourself. Take a look.
Furthermore, no credible evidence supports the notion that Rivers' statements led to any adverse consequences for her. So, what can we make of these sensational claims and their impact on Joan Rivers' legacy? Tragedy struck suddenly in Joan Rivers' life.
You know Michelle is a
I'm sorry, she's a what?
a transgender. We all know.
Oh my God.
She met her untimely demise during a routine procedure on her throat at a Manhattan clinic. But what led to such a shocking turn of events? During the operation, a critical complication arose, leading to her cessation of breathing. Medical professionals struggled for nearly an hour to resuscitate her before transferring her to Mount Sinai Hospital.
Comedian Joan Rivers still in critical condition tonight at an Upper East Side hospital. Her daughter Melissa thanking everyone for their support.
The question is, what went wrong during this procedure? Sadly, Joan Rivers passed away on September 4th at Mount Sinai, but following her death, a thorough investigation was launched into the incident's circumstances.
Good day. We bring you some sad news from the entertainment world. Joan Rivers, one of the giants of American comedy, has died in New York.
What did this investigation reveal? It was revealed that the medical facility where Joan underwent treatment, Yorkville Endoscopy, had faced regulatory issues with the New York State Health Department. What kind of errors were made by the clinic both before and during the procedure? Medical staff appeared to have overlooked Joan Rivers' deteriorating condition, including a significant drop in her blood pressure.
Rushed to the hospital earlier after she stopped breathing during a throat surgery at a clinic. Alexandra, what can you tell us?
Were there signs of a potential incorrect dosage of anesthesia? Adding to the complexity of this tragic chapter in Joan Rivers' life, a report released by the HHS underscored these concerns based on findings by New York State investigators.
Vladimir Duthier tells us that the state has begun an investigation at the outpatient clinic where she stopped breathing last week during a medical procedure.
But that's not all. When Joan Rivers was under sedation and unconscious, a staff member at the clinic took photographs of her alongside a doctor who was not authorized to be present. How could such a breach of professionalism occur?
An outpatient surgery that was being performed on her throat, that's when she stopped breathing. Fire department in New York City says that their responders responded to a call for a patient who had gone into...
Fast forwardly approximately 8 months after the loss of her mother, Melissa Rivers shared insights into the final moments of Joan Rivers' life during an interview with Matt Lauer on Today. She recounted the shock and disbelief she experienced.
I don't know what, she's crying, and she said, I don't know what to tell you, your mother stopped breathing. I don't know what to tell you, we're on our way to the hospital.
Saying, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. It became very surreal. Melissa discussed her decision to initiate a malpractice lawsuit against Yorkville Endoscopy, the clinic on Manhattan's Upper East Side where the tragic incident occurred. She expressed frustration at the errors, emphasizing that such mistakes should not occur in a reputable healthcare facility. But could this tragedy have been entirely preventable? In Melissa's view, her mother's tragic demise was 100% preventable if the medical professionals had paid closer attention to Joan Rivers rather than taken selfies.
My mom and machines and doctors, and I think at that point it started to dawn on me a little.
So, what measures could the clinic have taken to prevent Joan's passing? Melissa highlighted the importance of monitoring vital signs and having a properly equipped crash cart readily available. Amidst the confusion surrounding Joan Rivers' tragic demise and the controversy over doctors taking selfies with her while she was in a coma, an unexpected twist emerged.
Story circulating that during the procedure, the doctors were taking selfies of themselves with my mother while they were working on my mom.
Is it true?
Allegedly. They weren't taking selfies, they were taking pictures of each other.
Melissa Jones, Joan's only child, received a heartfelt letter of support from former President Barack Obama. This surprising gesture left Melissa pleasantly surprised. What did Obama say in this letter that touched her so deeply? In the letter, Obama acknowledged Joan's impact, despite often being the target of her jokes, and praised her ability to make people both laugh and think.
I received a letter from the White House, from President Obama.
Wow.
Someone who was often a target of her jokes, as was Mrs.
How did Melissa react to this unexpected letter from a former president? Following this surprising turn of events in the letter from Obama, the lawsuit against Yorkville Endoscopy, the clinic where Joan Rivers underwent her procedure, was settled. However, the exact settlement amount remained undisclosed.
Paying attention to the vital signs. How about having a properly equipped crash cart?
What does this settlement mean for the case? Despite the settlement, many still believe that Joan Rivers' death was a conspiracy. What fuels these persistent suspicions and theories? But then, another startling event soon made headlines. Tafari Campbell, Obama's chef, tragically lost his life in a paddleboarding accident on July 23rd while in Martha's Vineyard.
We're going to turn now to the tragedy the Obama stayed in Martha's Vineyard, where the family chef was found dead. The Obamas were not there at the time. We're learning more about what happened.
What makes this incident so intriguing is that Campbell was known to be a proficient swimmer, and the incident occurred in a pond near the Obamas' residence, even though the Obamas were not present at the time, as confirmed by the police. Why did this accident stir such a considerable buzz on social media?
This evening, we're learning more about the local man who worked as the Obamas' personal chef. Police say Tafari Campbell drowned while paddleboarding near the family's home.
Some began to question why individuals associated with Obama seemed to meet untimely deaths. Although Obama expressed condolences, skepticism lingered, with some viewing his response as a way to evade scrutiny. What did people find suspicious about the incident involving Tafari Campbell? Adding to the intrigue, there were indications that Tafari Campbell was crafting a potentially revealing expose before his tragic accident near the Obama family's Martha's Vineyard residence.
African-American male on a paddleboard, no life preserver.
While law enforcement authorities officially labeled his death as an accidental drowning, online speculation suggested there might be more to the story. What were these suspicions based on? These suspicions were further fueled by the belief that Tafari was working on an explosive book before his untimely passing, raising questions about whether someone sought to silence him. How did these theories gain momentum? In the weeks following Tafari's drowning, a collection of old letters allegedly authored by Obama in the 1980s resurfaced online.
Family's longtime personal chef and friend, Tafari Campbell, was found dead 100 feet from shore.
These letters contained candid insights into his views on same-sex attraction, sparking renewed speculation and theories suggesting that Obama might be gay. Some even believed that individuals about to expose him were being eliminated in tragic circumstances. What's the significance of these old letters and the theories surrounding them? And the mysteries surrounding the deaths of Joan Rivers and Tafari Campbell, coupled with their perceived connections, have led many to question whether their demises were truly accidents. And these incidents have given rise to various theories and speculations, leaving a lingering sense of intrigue and uncertainty. What are your thoughts on this intriguing revelation? We are genuinely interested in hearing your perspective, so please share your comments in the section below. Your insights and opinions are greatly appreciated.